Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Michael Corgus will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, one of the anomalies of this season, he has just not pitched well at home. Really struggled all season long.
Matt Duffy heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Third baseman, number 6.
And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Betts is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down. Time now for a look at the Rays' starting 9. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, definitely watch out for Corey Dickerson. He's looking to extend his hitting streak to an even 10 games. I like his chances with the way he's been swinging the bat.
Jed Lowry will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Under it is Bogarts, and there are 2 away now. And with that, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, when you talk about the great players in the game, Paul Goldschmidt is at the top of any list. Known for his offense, defensively he has made great strides. In fact, in 2015, he won the National League Gold Glove Award at first base. Helps his infield out tremendously. An asset over at first base. One of the players to watch in this ballgame.
Hit hard towards center, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
First pitch of the at-bat. Adam Lind is at the plate as he watches ball 1. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Betts moves over, and that retires the side. 1 left for Tampa. Tampa Bay nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. Number 17, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's making his big league debut here on the mound. He's going to have a lot of adrenaline. He's going to have a lot of nerves. He's going to have to be able to contain all of that so he can go out and be effective. Going to be tough to do, and that may be his biggest challenge all game long.
Andrew
Benedict is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
And really, what they need is for one guy to step up and give them that spark. Whether it's your starter going out and giving you 6 or 7 shutout innings, or one big two-out at-bat, one big defensive play. You need somebody to do something to put some life into that dugout.
Now a chance here from Fenway to take a look at John Farrell's starting lineup card. EK, any thoughts?
Well, you know, they really need Paul Goldschmidt to snap out of the funk he's in. Coming off a terrible month at the plate in which he hit less than 200. Hopefully turning the page on the calendar will help snap him out of this slump.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Souza over to his right. And that's the second out of the inning. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for Tampa Bay. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Out it goes right through him into left field. Around first on his way to second now. And he is in there.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in now, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the AL in RBIs.
Yeah, and you guys know he's definitely been one of the best run producers in the sport over the last several weeks. I'm sure his guys are hoping that he can keep it up all the way into the fall.
And he lays off there, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Taken high and deep to right. Looking up is Souza. And that is into the visitors' bullpen, a home run. A 2-run home run off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Number 14 on the season, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Standing in now, Travis Shaw. As he'll take a look at ball one. 281 the average entering play. 4 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1.
Well, now there's a location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, you're just going to bang it into the ground all night long.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More from Oswaldo Arcia will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games he's been good, hitting over 350.
Here's a changeup to start the second, but that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and the Rays have cut this to a 2-1 ball game now.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Stepping in now, number 14, as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Holt has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Steven Souza will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. 1-1. Here it comes. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway.
Well, he's not letting them get a gauge on anything here on those first three pitches. He saw a slider, a fastball, then a big curveball. Now he's set up for almost anything on a 1-2 pitch.
Now a half swing, but it's strike three anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number two. Mikey Matuk will stand in, 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's ball game.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Here's a pop-up now. Pedroia is there for it, and the inning is over. Rays answer right back on the solo home. Brock Holt will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Arcia will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out.
Designated hitter.
Settling in now, Rafael DeVore. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And this is low, ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Matuk ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
And he is in there at third with a 1-out triple.
He definitely got a hold of that one. This is going to wind up off the monster. The funny thing about playing balls off of that 37-foot wall, sometimes you can hold a guy to a single, but other times it has a life of its own, and here they wind up playing this one into a triple.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. And he's safe.
Well, never mind needing the sac fly to drive you in. That pitch is just nowhere close to the strike zone, so after the triple, he's able to come in and score on the wild pitch.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up with 1-1.
You know, when you watch Pedroia play day in and day out, I always think about that memorable 2013 season. I mean, this is a guy who hurts his thumb on opening day, but he played 160 games that season, and he led the Sox to another World Series title.
And he'll reach first safely.
Sometimes when you know that you're not going to have a play, this is what you have to do. Here, there's no shot to throw him out there at third, so he's just going to play it smart and stick this one in his back pocket.
Blake Swihart takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Now the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. This is hit high and deep out to left. Arcia going back, He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Andrew Benedict will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. 2 out with the man at first. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. We've played 2 full. The Red Sox lead it. Michael Russell steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
The windup and the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, the pitch before was tough duty at 96 on the gun, and then he goes one better and dials it up to 97 for the strikeout.
We'll pick this one up in the bottom of inning number 4. Into the box now, Rafael Devore. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here?
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Ball's there, and he is out trying to take second. Good throw.
And this throw had to be on the money because this guy got out of the blocks pretty quickly that time over at first. But this throw is an absolute pearl. Never gets more than 5-6 feet off the ground, and he guns him down.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Yeah, sort of a pesky at-bat up there. You know he'd just love to fire one more fast.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Nothing doing for Boston, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Number 14 stands in. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
3-0 now.
Looking a little off here to start the 5th.
Line drive to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Nick has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer. And as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well. And in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like. But there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Into the box, Steven Souza. Runners off for second. Grounded back up the middle. Throw by Pedroia will be in time, and there's your first out.
Center fielder number 27.
Mikey Matuk in now. Hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
And that's in there for strike one.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike two called. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Matuk is retired, 2 down now.
The batter, number 5.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Russell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And that's taken for a called strike two. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Rays. Dustin Pedroia comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Dustin Pedroia.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball one. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Now batting, number 23.
Blake Swihart is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Smoked on the ground left side. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Now batting,
Andrew Benedict will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point.
And there he goes towards second. High and deep to right. Souza going back at the track. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Mookie Betts will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Not close. It's 2-0.
This is what you got to do up at the plate. You've got to wait him out. If you can lay off all of the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get yourself a fastball.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
And once they fell behind in the count, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you.
Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
Xander Bogaerts stands in as he looks at ball one here.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Liner towards second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And nothing gains momentum more than a 2-strike, 2-out RBI. He just stays with his ball nicely. That'll fire up the whole dugout.
Now the Rays manager is going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Ryan Webb is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Paul Goldschmidt is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and trouble there for Lowry.
Well, if you're looking for a reason why this club is losing, 3 errors so far in the game. And the fundamentals, they're just nowhere to be found right now.
Travis Shaw will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep from rolling over.
Blake Snell is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
He's still got to make one more big pitch, but this is a great...
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. 5 innings complete. The Red Sox are out in front. Matt Duffy will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th.
Up next for the Red Sox,
Travis Shaw gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Fly ball out toward left center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass, as the inning is over. Boston strands a couple as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Mikey Matuk will stand in to start out their half of the 8th, with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on.
Jed Lowry will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Runner goes for second. Pitch inside the throw, and he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Nothing doing for Brock Holt. Digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. Leading off the inning, Jed Lowry, and they'll need him to get something going here. Adam Lind will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just the 1 run allowed, but anytime you can give your bullpen a day off, it does not